Yeah, I genuinely think if it's Shell Smash or Terra, I'm gonna get swept. And it is exactly the lead too. Which is funny. I think I sped crept. I sped crept to outspeed if they're +3 adamant. Which I don't know why that gets +3, but like lol. They were Trailblaze? I don't know. I can just get smoked by any attack here as well, and I've got nothing better. I'm just gonna Terra Blast. I don't think +2 Jolly still doesn't outspeed us. They also Terra. Okay, so they Terra with this thing. Where do they go? Ground, electric, or water? They go electric. I mean, I can Volt Switch now. Does nothing. As they set rocks. Okay, that's not bad. That's alright. It's not Smash. Do I want to spin here? I don't think this is important. It beats a Nam for me in future. Might Volt Switch out into Vileplume, I think. And it's down at half now. Terra Electric, Terra Blast, nice. I just realized this is a Namarus that gets cute charmed, doesn't it? And I haven't made everything. I didn't make everything of mine a girl. Oh, that's lovely. I'm gonna get this. Oof, I'm gonna get wrecked by cute charm at some point, I reckon. What was it coming out here? Mesprit? Almost sent it just toxic. Do they want to save this thing? Potentially, I think toxic onto something's nice. They might just stay in though. They have synthesis. Alright, it's nice to have toxic off on this then. And that's one of 8 synthesises. We've seen Stealth Rocks, we've seen Synthesis, we've seen Terra Blast. Honestly, this isn't going to do much. So if I can just fish more damage onto this or something else, which they do pivot, I wouldn't expect Zangoose? Apple bottom. Apple bottom. Volk. Give me a poison here would be nice. No poison. I get destroyed here by a fire type move. Volcarona. Yeah, no investment literally almost kills me, so I'm gonna go out into Probopass. Even though it's only neutral. Lol. I am max invested in special defense and assault vest. I should surely take this flamethrower easily. If they're flamethrower. They're bug guys, that's fine, we're gonna take nothing. I'm gonna slow volt switch out here, I think. They got rid of their ground type. Yeah, they U-turn. Okay, so I don't think they're Quiver in that case. And no Quiver means less of a threat. Ryan hands as we vault out. I think I go back to a Lecky here and just Terra Blast. I could also spin this turn. I think I would just get smacked by a, what's its name? I would probably just get smacked by any attack I do. Even Thunder Punch has a range, depending on investment, so I'm just gonna rapid spin still. Might just stay in slow vault. If they want to take a lot of damage on this though, even assault vested. And like a little bit of investment still takes almost half, yet we see the pivot. Back out into Volk. They get Flame Body, that's a crit. I was gonna say, why'd they do so much? Yeah, they do get Flame Body. Of course. They might just Morning Sun here in that case. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a Toxic off onto this. So I may as well just try and paralyze it. Which we do land. As they do Morning Sun, yep. I'm going to, they're just gonna, they're gonna slow a U-turn here. But I think I need to Volt Switch out. That's like what, a quarter? 25%? Probably got some special defense investment. It's going back out into Proto Pass, probably another U-turn with C, as long as they don't get paralyzed. Yep, that's the U-turn. I think we see Iron Hands come back out. It is Zen Goose, alright, so this thing's just looking to close combat me, I think. And they're poisoned. Yeah, close combat nukes me. Obviously. And Facade into Vile Plume does so much, holy crap. I think I have to on a close combat though. And if they Swords Dance, well then I'm smoked. They Agility. And if they max speed, they now outspeed a Lecky. Lovely. I'm gonna pray they don't Swords Dance and actually try and attack instead. They Facade, we should live this. Yep. Strength Sat gets into -1. Okay, so I think they're just max speed, max attack. Adamant, that was adamant damage. Unfortunately, I expected them to potentially Swords Dance this turn. Which means I'd need damage. They pivot, nice. Apple bottom is Volk again, so they're taking more poison. Oh no, they're taking more Sludge Bomb Chip, that's the word. Well, if they're not Swords Dance Zangoose, then that makes life so much better for me. Oh, so U-turn, come on. They go back to Zangoose. Uncle Wagon, not Brian Hands. Oh, I don't know who to go here. And Vile Plume could take an attack. If they Volt Switch, it could be bad. I could go back out into a Lecky, a Terror Blast. I've got Latios who I'd like to go to start some momentum. Risking a Lecky. Expect the Drain Punch. They do Swords Dance. Alright, they're not Assault Vest. Which is nice. They're gonna smoke me with whatever attack comes out here, but knowing that they're not Assault Vested. This could be doing like 3/4 of its health, so I'm just Terror Blasting. And if they save it, they save it. And something else to take a Terror Blast, yep. This should do it, let's do it. Oof, okay, that's like max HP as well, potentially. That's fine. Iron Hands, kill Regieleki. No Drain Punch, straight out into Lottie. They don't have a Dark type, do they? No, they have a Mesprit though. Psychic Noise. I'm glad I went a Lecky there, because that was most definitely the play that I needed to do. Otherwise something else would have had to take it, and it's super effective. The only way of hitting this is Ice Punch. Yeah, they actually save it. Mesprit? Echidna, this would be Mesprit. Something we haven't seen yet. Um, then my OBS recording crashed. So, here's me using animated sprites to recreate the end of the battle. There's no health bars or move animations. It's just me moving characters around. Have fun. Alright, cool. Now I'm back because that was where the video crashed. The video and my recording crashed. Funny enough. So that was just lovely. So what was it? What was on the screen? Uh, oh my god, I don't even remember. Da Vinci? It was this. This is what we were facing down. It was Ladiva, so it was Ladiva's Iron Hands. Um, Look, you're not gonna get accurate HPs. I just thought, you know what? May as well display the rest of the battle. If I can remember HPs, I'll try to describe where everything was at. But we know Ladi was at full HP. Iron Hands got pivoted out, and Mesprit came in. We clicked Psychic Noise that turn. It was big because it prevented it from using um, Healing Wish, and I also remember in my audio going, well, that's a lot of damage. I think I ended up doing about a quarter-ish with Psychic Noise. Anyways, I didn't know what Mesprit was going to do next, so I pivoted Lardy out, and I brought in Torn. Um, as they clicked Calm Mind. So, you know what? Let's at least do something. They were now +1 in special attack and +1 in special defense. And I was worried because I was a physically invested Tornadus, which was not fun. Next up, I ended up clicking knock off with Torn, and we did outspeed, so we knocked off. And I forgot to get the Chesto Berry image. Anyways, the Chesto Berry was knocked off of Mesprit. So in my head, I immediately went, oh crap, it's a rest set. As I clicked knockoff, I did a good chunk. I think I did like almost half of. No, it wasn't exactly half. Oh, sorry. I think Psychic Noise did about 20%, and then I did another like 40 with knockoff. Anyways, they clicked another Calm Mind, so they were now sitting at +2 special attack, +2 special defense. Again, I saw I was faster, and I did have the Assault Vest Probo Pass in the back, so what I did is I clicked U-turn with Torn, I pivoted out, and I brought in Probo Pass. And Mesprit clicked Ice Beam, and I took pretty much nothing from that, even though it was at +2/+2. So we were getting more chipped down. Next turn, they did outspeed us, they clicked Stored Power into Probo Pass. Again, did good chunk back into us, but we then clicked Volt Switch with Probo Pass, so we pivoted out. We did pretty much nothing to it, but in that moment I brought out Torn. I knew that I was quicker, and with that I just clicked Knock again. Obviously no item, but it killed the Mesprit. So the Mesprit died. So Torn picked up a kill, and the Mesprit was a big sweeping threat that we were able to deal with pretty quickly, which was nice. Anyways, in replacement, Iron Hands came out. Big threat, was very afraid of an electric type move, so I U-turned with Torn, and I brought out Vileplume. The big plume, why is she so big? That's crazy. Anyways, on that turn, they clicked Ice Punch, which is a very good play. If you look at my mons, I would not have a very friendly Ice team. And in that turn, they crit Vileplume, which is funny, because I think it only did half. Because I was fully physically defensive and max HP as well, which did practically nothing. And it was there that I realized my OBS crashed, funnily enough. Anyways, what I did was I clicked Strength Step, but the Iron Hand pivoted out, and out came the Volcarona. So I Strength Stepped that, and I went almost back to near full, which was nice. In that case, I switched Vileplume out, and I brought back in Probo Pass, and what did they do? They clicked Flamethrower. So they were trying to kill my Vileplume there. Again, it did a good chunk to Probo. We're getting lower and lower with Probo at this point. This thing's still paralyzed. It's getting lower and lower on health itself. So that was nice. In this case, they clicked U-turn and they pivoted Volk out. Again, no para. No, sorry, they didn't. They did not U-turn. Sorry, they pivoted naturally because they could have been paralyzed. And out came Torterra, which took a power gem from Probo Pass. This thing was again slowly getting chipped down. It had that toxic damage chipping up over it. Anyways, in this situation, they were Terra Electric, but I didn't want to risk being slower, which I probably always was, so I manually pivoted, and I brought Volpin back out, as they clicked Stealth Rocks, and I forgot to get a Stealth Rock image. Anyways, where's a drawing tool? Surely there's a drawing tool, right? No? Damn. Hold on. I'm getting this done no matter what. Surely if I do like a shape and an arrow. Wow. Wow, guys, look at this quality content you're getting. quality content in the flesh. There you go, guys. And now Vileplume has a border. That's what I did. Wow, amazing. Anyways, there you are. So they set Stealth Rocks as I pivoted in Vileplume, which was fun. In that turn, I clicked. They pivoted toward Terra out, and I believe, yep, they pivoted toward Terra out. Sorry, I'm checking off the phone for my notes. And I bought Volcarona. They bought Volcarona as I sludge bombed. So this thing is genuinely like it's on the brink of death at this point. But even though paralyzed, they were still outspeeding us. So what I did was I pivoted Vileplume out, and I wanted to try and close this game up. So I went into Zapdos. I took my Stealth Rock chips, and they flamethrowed, which was again fair enough. It did over half, even after Stealth Rocks, so we were sitting at like 40%. And I wanted to close the game out. I knew at this the way they were playing. I personally felt the way they were playing this in Amaris, it was too scuffed in the back, and I was hoping for paralysis. So I clicked agility. I got to +2 speed, and there's no point in adding the speed because again they did not get paralyzed not a single time this game, and they flamethrowed and they killed Zapdos. So Zapdos got destroyed by the flamethrowing. What's his name? Volcarona. Anyways, I went straight out into Lati from that, and I clicked Psychic Noise, and again it was that low that had no risk of Morning Sun, and that killed the Volcarona, which was nice. And at this point, the Naros came in, and I knew if they weren't Cheese Scarf, I had sped Crep to be 1 point faster. But again, I suspected that they were indeed. I suspected, sorry, that they were Choice Scarf, so I pivoted Lati out, and I bought in Probopass, and they clicked Superpower. So they predicted the Probopass to come out. It absolutely nuked me, and what it showed me is they were contrary, so they were now +1 attack and +1 defense. I'm not going to bother adding the stats again, it was a waste of time last time. Which was good because I did forget to make everything female on the off chance that they were cute charm. So I was very fortunate there. I bought out Vileplume. I don't remember if I was heavy duty but took Black Sludge. I apologize. So if I wasn't, I took Stealth Rocks. If I was, I didn't. Anyways, I knew I forgot something. What did I forget? Well, look at this go, guys. You get to see everything roaring in the flesh. I gotta make sure everything's there for you guys. Where is it? Well, did I not even? Okay, well, I forgot to download Zangoose in the first place. They pivoted this out. Let's pretend Zangoose comes in, and they died to a critical hit Sludge Bomb. I believe it did matter, or it was going to be a close roll. But yes, Zangoose got crit by my Sludge Bomb, and it killed the Zangoose. With that, Iron Hands came back out, and I was happy to stay in. I felt like I was going to match up into this easy, and they clicked Solid Stance. This one's pretty significant, so you know what? We'll add +2 attack. As I clicked Strength Sap. I wanted to get this thing lowered and potentially trying to pivot anything else. I clicked Strength Sap, and they had a Clear Amulet. So the way they switched into Volcarona earlier made me think they surely wouldn't have it, but they bluffed it against me, and they used Volcarona as their pivot, and I completely didn't think about Clear Amulet, so I was in trouble. Yeah, I'll put it that way. Anyways, sorry, I pivoted Vileplume out. I needed it for Enamorous to kill it, because I needed to pivot to have Moonblast, and I pivoted Torn in that had heavy duty boots, so it didn't take rocks, and I took an Ice Punch, a +2 Ice Punch, and I lived with about 30 HP, because I was max HP and max defense. So Torn took a +2 +2 attack, physical attack boosted Ice Punch from Iron Hands, which was crazy to me, absolutely crazy. Anyways, After seeing that, I hence decided to pivot and came out into Torterra as I clicked Hurricane. And again, this thing had already been chipped down by Toxic and Sludge Bomb earlier. So Hurricane did half of what was left. They were already in the yellow. Uh, they were sitting at about 33% left, I think. Again, they were Terra Electric at this point. Then Poison chipped them down to about just above 25%. And I just clicked Hurricane again. And I killed Torterra. So I didn't have to worry about that. And Amorous came in. Again, the choice scuff threat. I didn't want to pivot. I sent Torn out earlier to sack it in the first place, so they Moonblasted, which killed Torn. Because of the Moonblast, knowing that they were locked into it, assuming they were, again, I didn't know. I went out into Vileplume. They didn't want to take a Sludge Bomb, and again, in the end, they were locked in, I found out, but again, I couldn't risk it. I was worried of a Zen Headbutt, especially after seeing that they were contrary superpower, but they pivoted out. Out came Iron Hands as I clicked Sludge Bomb. And then, again, they were faster, so they clicked Ice Punch, and about that point, I'm about sitting about half HP now. Again, I absolutely sponged it. The crit did half, so all these attacks have basically done nothing, and I Sludge Bombed it again. Iron Hands died. Out came Anamoris, and they had to make a choice between clicking Moonblast or clicking Psychic. I wasn't risking anything, so I stayed in with Vileplume. I didn't want to try and preserve differential. It's better to just take the win at this point, as they clicked Psychic. So we're mixed with Superpower and then Moonblast and Psychic, and that absolutely nuked Vileplume. And then I bought out Lartsy. They clicked Psychic. We absolutely took it. We clicked Psychic Noise. And then repeat again, they clicked Psychic. We were still sitting at about like half HP at this point as I clicked Psychic Noise, and Anamoris was knocked out. So we won 1-0. And yep, that was very nice. There's the recreation of the end of the battle. So yep, we ended up winning 1-0. GG's my opponent. It was a fun game. I'm very annoyed that the recording crashed. I don't know what happened to my OBS. I literally filmed the next day and everything went fine, so I don't know what happened. But it's what it is. Just before the video ends, I have made some changes to the team. I completely forgot to pull it up. I know I dropped Toxapex, I dropped Delphox, and I dropped Latios. And so for tier 1 to replace Latios, I picked up Garchomp. Was my tier 2 Toxapex? Sorry, this is a bit everywhere. Tinglu, sorry, I also dropped Tinglu. I dropped Tinglu as my tier 2 for Slowbro. Tier 3, I dropped Toxapex for Armorage, and tier 4, I dropped Delphox for Alolan Muck. Look, I'm not a Tinglu person. I don't like how Tinglu plays, so I wasn't happy with how it was running. And then I'm not a fan of Toxapex either. I'm not having fun with it. So if you're not liking stuff, just drop it, I found. So I needed a new bulky water, so I replaced Slowbro with it. And it came with an extra psychic type, so look, I wasn't sure. I was looking for a different Terra Captain, so I decided to switch out Delphox with Flygon. So Flygon is now a ground, normal, and steel type. And then I needed a fire type, because I wanted Flygon as my Terra Captain, so I replaced Delphox with Armorage. And that gives me the fire and psychic typing. And for the Latios switch, look, I'm not enjoying it. And I've used Garchomp to some good success in my past, so that's why I've switched it out. That's all. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Have a good one.